Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video I would like to go over the Review tab with you. Okay, so the Review tab helps you with spelling and grammar, of course. Your thesaurus, I am an avid user of thesaurus. I do have a tendency to duplicate my words, but not so much in Excel as I do in Word. So, but if you have trouble finding another word, the thesaurus is a great tool. Accessibility, so you can check accessibility, see how it might work for you. And see if there's something that might cause somebody who has a disability not to be able to view the document correctly. And you can see I actually have some information here that's telling me that I should be looking at these cells and finding out what I can do to make those work better for somebody who might have a disability. Because I've been doing so much editing on this document, I'm not surprised to find these here, but so you can see that my merge cell is one of the ones that is having issues, and I bet you it's another merge cell. Yeah, so the second merge cell also is saying it's not working for me very well. So that's how you can check your accessibility. So I think it's a very good tool. Smart Lookup, learn more about text you select by seeing definitions, images, and results from various sources online. Never tried it. So let's give it a go ahead and go and see what happens. So it's going to look up the word monitor. It's going to give me all this information here. How it's used as a noun and as a verb. And, oh, come on. Sometimes my scroll freezes on the side there. It's still getting information on it. So, but you can use it. Get more information. Maybe you want to see how you can use it in a different way. Translate, of course, that's our languages. So if you need something to be translated, you can actually use that. And I wouldn't do it just because it is third party. Kind of scares me. You can create comments. You can see how that turns into a little dot there. Now it looks like I have a comment in here, so if I click on it, I can show and hide my contents here. I can delete the content. I can edit the content. Discounts only available for the month of January. How about that? So now I have a note in there. So anybody who wants to show the comments can, but they could see that I have a comment in here. And I think we talked about changing the color in the formatting, the home button there. So that's, if you want to change the color of the arrow, you can. Actually, I think that was in options. Say I want to do a new comment, and the price cost will change to 50% of cost starting February. How about that? Okay, so then I click off of there. Now I have two comments. So I can actually go here and show hide comments. I can go to the next one. And now I will see the next comment. I can go back to the previous one. I can say, okay, I read it. I'm going to delete it. I can show all the contents. I can show ink. That's if I did inking earlier and I left it in here, which I did not. That's what I would use to show ink. I can protect the sheet. Excuse me. So I can protect this sheet. Now, this is not the whole workbook. So say I have 15 sheets or, 5 sheets. Let's go ahead and give 5 sheets here. I can go back in here and I can say protect sheet. Okay, so I have this here. I can put in a password to protect just the sheet, but the other 4 sheets down here will not be protected. And these are the items you can protect in the sheets as well. So you can uncheck this and just say I want to stop them from inserting rows. They have to have permission to do that. Now if I want to protect the workbook, that's totally different. I can protect the whole workbook, and that means all of these sheets, and I can put a password on there. And if you ever use a password for your documents, use your OIT password, or one that you use all the time, because you don't want to forget it. Because once you password protect the book, it's near impossible to unprotect it. So you're going to be kind of starting all over from scratch on that as well. So please be aware of that as an issue, because I've had it happen to me, and I've known other individuals who it's happened to. So if you don't have to put in a password, you could just say, password protect, and say okay, and it will protect the workbook. It just won't require a password for you to unprotect it. You can share the workbook so that everybody else can use on it. So you go in here and you can say, I want so-and-so to allow. So you got to make sure you check this, allow more than one user at the same time. You can say okay, and then you keep the history. You probably want to keep the history just so that you have something to go back on. When the file is saved, I would change this actually if you want to. I again would recommend you just do a save every 5 minutes if you don't think about it. And you can also choose who wins the change. So that's kind of cool, if you're working collaboratively. So that's really a nice feature too, because maybe somebody did something different other than what you thought you might have done. And so you could do that, but you got to make sure you share. That's the one thing you do want to do, is make sure you're sharing the document with somebody. And this is where you would invite them as the sharer, and then you can look for the individuals who have the link or can view it. You have options here. You can send out a link. So if you have a lot of students that you want to work on the same document, you could actually send them a link, and they would be able to use that link to edit as well. Protect and share workbook. Share the workbook and protect it with a password. It's similar to these here. So, this just has the sharing feature. This is more about the sharing, allow users to edit ranges. So you can choose who edits those ranges versus anybody editing in those areas. So that's kind of a nice feature as well. And you can track changes. So, if you want to make sure that the features that not the features, but the information that's being changed, you want to see how it's being changed or how it was changed, you could do a track changes, and that's will highlight all of those changes for you. So that is your review tab. Questions, comments, feedback. I didn't cover something that you wanted to get more information about, please contact me, edis.warden@oit.edu, extension 51730, and you can find me on Skype at Edis Warden, and I will be glad to IM video conference with you or meet with you in your office, schedule a meeting, whatever you would like to do for me to help you out, please let me know. And I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you.